Do you overthink? Tame your monkey mind? Overthinking is something we can all relate to. I often have conversations around this subject, quite often with myself. So we all have unhelpful, negative thoughts. Sometimes they don't have too much of an impact on our well-being, and other times our monkey mind takes over, and not in a helpful way. My first response to tame the monkey mind is to recognize what's happening. This is so important, this awareness, because you can take control of what happens next, each and every time, if you want to. And the reason I stress if you want to is because it takes practice, a lot of practice. And because it takes such a lot of practice, resistance can pop its head up. And along with that, self-doubts of, am I good enough? I don't deserve this, etc., etc. And these thoughts can get us in their grip, holding us back from living up to more of our potential. And sometimes, with lots of practicing of being aware of what our monkey minds are up to, overwhelm can set in. We might engage in all sorts of unhelpful ways of thinking, like I'm not perfect, I have failed, or perhaps we jump to conclusions like I so often do, or we generalize by saying everything always goes wrong, or we see only our mistakes, never our successes. We all definitely catastrophize what happens to us. We blow things out of proportion instead of being rational and realistic. Also, we label others and ourselves. She's an idiot or I'm stupid. This is so unhelpful because our bodies listen to every single word we think or say, which impacts our well-being. And then we undermine ourselves by shoulding ourselves. I should do this, or I should do that. And we make ourselves feel guilty. We learn these ways of thinking from our role models and society. So if we learned them, we can unlearn them. Like anything worthwhile, learning how to nurture our monkey minds takes time and effort. It's like wanting to stay fit by going to the gym only once. It's the same with nurturing our monkey minds. It takes persistent effort. So what to do? As soon as we become aware of a thought that is carrying us away in an unhelpful way, we need to ask, what is this thought? And if there's an emotion involved, can it be named? This process can take the sting out of the spiral we can find ourselves in. And also it seems to put some distance between us and it, making it easier to navigate the road ahead. Next is to ask if this thought is true. And be honest with yourself, because more often than not, we're so hard on ourselves and think the worst of ourselves. So ask, is there any evidence to support this unhelpful thought? Then take that thought that you're aware of and the emotion you've named and turn it on its head. Turn it into a clear, positive, realistic, and more helpful thought. And over time, these thoughts might start to be recognized as a theme. I'm a planner, so have to watch that I don't plan everything to the nth degree. The more aware we are of our distorted thinking, the easier it will be to address this way of thinking. And remember, it's practice, practice, and more practice. Our thinking patterns didn't develop overnight, and they won't change overnight either. So be kind to yourself in this process. This is an ongoing lifetime process. Smile at yourself and give yourself a pat on the back each and every time you recognize a wayward thought. Remember, where focus goes, energy goes. So keep it positive.